So cut to that night. He comes over. We're about to talk about how we feel and whatnot. Even though I know how he feels about me, and I know how I feel about him. Like,
I remember the sweater you were wearing.
Really? What was I wearing?
You were wearing my sweater.
Which one?
It was a UCLA sweater.
Oh, really?
Yeah. What do you mean, really? I don't know how you had it. Maybe it was because you went snowboarding or something, but you needed a sweater. And so when I came over, as soon as the door opened, you're like that, and then it was my sweater.
That was like my first attempt to like break the ice again, because I was shitting bricks. I was so nervous, and like I hate that tension in the room. Like I'm like the tension breaker cutter person. So I knew I was completely nervous. I knew you were gonna be completely nervous. I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna balls out. Like I'm just gonna do it. So as soon as I opened the door, I don't know why I even did this, but I was just like, ah, and I just like put my arms out like this. And this was like the first time we ever hugged. And we hugged for like a good like
hugged romantically.
Yeah.
We've hugged like friends, like, you know, like that.
Yeah.
Like that. Hey, well, it's a long time no see. Okay. All right, cool. All right.
Yeah, we did one of those. But this time it was like this. It was like this.
Yeah, it was all like that. But then I remember it was like two hands started going down to the ass. Like,
no, that didn't happen. No, that didn't happen. But we did hug, and it was like a nice like chest to chest hug, and we were like, and it was really nice. And then I was like, all right, cool. All right, so he hugged me back. This is great. And then we were sitting on the couch, and now we were about to start the conversation about how we like each other and whatnot. And then we finally got that thing out of the way.
Out the way, yeah.
Yeah, and then we were like, okay, so we like each other, and you know, what do we do now? Like, how are our friends gonna react? What's gonna happen? And we sorted all that out, and then it was like, okay, cool. Now we can relax. Because the whole time we were talking, we were just like.
It was very business, actually.
Yeah, because we were just fucking nervous.
Because it was like, oh, we wanted to hug each other so much, and we're like, oh, get all these emotions, and then we let go, like, all right, so now let's talk about this.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I do remember is that you had a proposal 2 months ago.
Yeah, actually, if you look into the PowerPoint presentation, this is the very moment that I actually started falling for you.
And that if you look at the graph chart, my emotions were rising. The first quarter, second quarter plateaued a little bit. Third quarter, you text me again, and it went up again. So.
That's exactly.
No, we were talking about like really like we were talking like adults because we were already older at the time. We weren't like in high school, so I think we got all of the like high school games, college games out the door. We both college grads already, so we came at it like very adult like. Like if your parents were to like I guess start dating again, like they wouldn't fuck around. They wouldn't be like doing stupid games. You'd just be like, yo, how much money you might? I have how? You have how? You have car? I have car? Okay, let's get married.
Yeah. It's like bada bing, bada boom.
Yeah. So it was like that. We just like talked everything through. Do our lifestyles match? How are we gonna approach it to our friends? And then bada bing, bada boom, bada boom, bada bing.
Bada bing, bada boom, bada boom, bada bing. Exactly. So then that conversation was over, and I was like, okay, cool. Now we can kind of melt into each other, and we can just start watching movies. And it was like one of these things happened, right? And then I was like, oh, why isn't he kissing me or doing anything? We've already said that, like, we like each other. What's going on? So I was like, fuck this. I can't take it anymore. So then I started, like, kissing his neck. So I gave him one peck. And then he didn't.
You little sneaky snake.
And then he didn't move, right? So I was like, cool, all right.
I couldn't. I was petrified. I was like.
You were a big boner.
What's so funny? No, I was enjoying the moment with him. He kissed me on the neck. I was like, ah!
You did that hand thing that Joe always does.
Yeah.
Anyway, so then I kissed him once, right? And I was like still screaming in my own head. I was like, oh shit! Ah! That's exactly what's happening. And then I'm like, all right, fuck. All right, I can't just give him a kiss on the neck because that's just stupid. And then I gave him another kiss, like more to like on his jawline right
so
here.
So smooth.
And yeah, pretty smooth. And then he still wasn't moving. He was all like.
I was already paralyzed. I was like. It's like when you're in a coma, and then you can see everything that's going on. You're like, oh shit, just kissing me.
And then I was like, fuck, he's not kissing me back. Like I'm giving him all the right signs. I'm like, fuck it, whatever. Maybe he really likes it, so I'm just gonna keep going. And then I kissed him. The whole time you're like, oh, get off me. And then I kissed him like on the corner of his mouth.
That was a funny one.
Why?
Because you kissed me specifically on the spot where our lips can touch, but not to the point where it was on the mouth. So that it was like, it was weird. It was like right here. It's like you perfectly.
It was like a tease. Yeah, it was like so close yet so far. was one of those things. Baby, I got game for days. Please. And then what happened?
I mean, that's true. That's how you got me. It takes a lot of game to get me.
Did you hear that?
Yes, heard a lot of noise everywhere. Everyone's cheering.
Silence.
No.
Anyway, yeah, and then we kissed. I still kissed you first, you son of a bitch. I still kissed him first. And then I was like, oh shit. And it didn't happen like in the movies when like they just finally kiss and then they're like taking off their shirt, like fucking doing all that stuff. It was just very innocent, very romantic, very cute. And then we kissed, and then we just like we melted into each other again. But it was very, very cute.
That's true. That's how I remember it too.
Yeah, but it's hard. Like I thought it was really hard for guys. Like I've been around enough guy friends to see what like bullshit girls put them through, and like I know they always like are playing all like these mind games and sending all these mixed signals. So because I already knew that, and like my closest circle of homies were majority dudes, I was like, all right, I'm not gonna be that girl, and I'm not gonna beat her around the bush. And I know this, like I know Bart's gonna be under a lot of pressure because he doesn't know how I'm feeling and whatnot. So I was just like, all right, I'm just gonna put it out there. Like, this is stupid. I want shit to happen, so I gotta make it happen. And I'm glad.
Yeah. I think it was really good that you came straight forward and we didn't fuck around and play games and stuff like that. Because then that would have like put a lot more months on the timeline, and it would have added like what you do in the beginning is truly a foundation for how the relationship is later on, I feel like. So in the beginning, if you're fucking around and you're playing games all the time, that's what your relationship is based off of. So later, 6 months down the line, those reminiscences are still gonna be there, and then you're still gonna have like little games, and you can't build a complete like strong foundation if you guys just been fucking around all day.
Yeah.
But because we were straightforward and really business and really like
pie chart shows that 85% of my heart is actually yours.
yeah, like very like cool-minded from the beginning. Now
Cool-minded, it was a front though, because the whole time I was shitting bricks.
I know. I mean, we're trying to keep our emotions at bay and then try to use our logic.
Fine.
But up until this day, we can talk to each other about anything without worrying about hurting each other's feelings because of that. And I feel like our relationship only gets stronger and stronger over all these years, which is 5 now this month.
That's crazy.
Because of that. Because I think this is also the first relationship where I didn't really play games either. It was just straight up like she told me she liked me and I was like, you know, I feel the same way. It wasn't one of those like, because usually when someone pours their heart out, you have the upper hand. So if they're like, hey, I'm feeling you, you could be like, ah, hell yeah. And you're like, you know what? I'm gonna wait 2 hours before I text back.
Oh, that would have killed me.
So I mean, there's all these games, right? But because of that, like as soon as I saw it, I was like, I gotta let her know. So I was like, I feel the same way. And then so I think these things is what solidified our relationship. And I'm really happy that things played out the way it did.
Me too.
And you made the first move. And I don't feel like less of a man.
No, you shouldn't feel like less of a man at all.
I feel more of a player, but not less of a man.
Because the bitches come to you, you don't go to the bitches. Shit.
So right.
Anyway, I hope I was able to shed some light for you ladies out there to understand what the gentlemen have to go through. So don't fuck around, don't play mind games with them. And gentlemen, same thing goes to you. Don't play games with girls that pour their heart to you. If you're not feeling them and they say, I love you so much, just be like, sorry girl, I ain't really feeling you. And don't waste anybody's time. So if you would like to hear the same, the same story, but from Bart's perspective.
The truth.
Right, because he always sees the truth. If you would like to see how Bart saw that first kiss go down, please go ahead and visit his channel. But until next time, y'all, bye. For those of you that didn't know, Bart was away to Korea for about a good solid 10 days, part of this YouTube Music Awards thing, and that whole time that he was gone, I was missing him terribly.